Good afternoon, guys. I weren't sure if I was going to do this video, but I feel a bit better today. So I've just got no confidence now because everything's different now. My whole life it's changed. The little things. When before all this happened, when I used to say I get good days, bad days, well, now my bad days are my good days, if that makes sense. I'm limited in what I do now every day. It's getting to me a little bit, so my confidence is. So it's been about 3 weeks since I last did a video. I've got parcels down on the floor, which we're going to open in a bit. We're going to open them up, show you what I've got. They've been gathering over the last 3 weeks, so I want to open them up and get them on the shelves. I've ordered a couple of PS2 memory cards. My telly's it's got a mind of its own sometimes. Let me just get this up because it's bugging me. Because I want to give a shout out, a massive shout out to. I'll turn this around. I want to give a massive shout out to Tooty UK. There's this channel. So a massive shout out to Stuart over at Tooty UK. If you want to check his channel out, guys, if you've never heard of his channel or you don't know about it, well worth checking out. The reason for the shout out is because he sent me this through the post, obviously. Now, this, I'm going to save this till last to open it, because it's what we're doing, we save the best till last. This is the best package I've got out of these. So let me just turn this off. So yeah, Stuart over at Tooty UK. The last video, it relates to something in the last video that I did. But that's all I'm going to say for now. And then after I've opened those, so I'm messing about trying to get rid of this TV in the foreground. It's getting on my nerves now. Turn it off. Yeah. So yeah. I've just realised as well. I've covered my address up. If you look there, it says there, look. Is that focused? I don't know if that's focused. Anyway, like I say, I have opened it, so I've had a look at it, and this is absolutely brilliant. So I'm going to pause it there so I can set the camera up. Right, so yeah, like I say, save that till last. I've choose this walking stick now, just moving around. I've got a walking frame, I've got a trolley on wheels that I use to make things easier. I'm putting weight back on. I've been monitoring my weight. Anyway, get these open. So like I say, these have been the fingers as well. I'm having to use my left hand more than, because I'm naturally right-handed. I'm having to use my left hand more because I've got a lot of nerve damage where the pipes went into my side. And that's not loose in the box, yeah. That's all right, I can pop that back in. But saying that, I'm going to be opening this, obviously for the PS5. It's called Dark. So I'm going to try and play that at some point. Help Lloyd wake up from this lucid nightmare. Some sort of ghost story, horror. Yeah. Anyway, one of these is, I'm presuming that this has got 3 games in it. Although I'll tell you the story behind that when we get to it. I don't know which is which with these. One of these is part of my bucket list games that I wanted. So she sent this. This is so right, guys. This is one of them self-testing COVID things. So I think this might be my bucket list game. There it is. So this is one to tick off my bucket list. Yeah, condition is quite nice. And that is Ghost Vibration. And it's the English Let the Fear Take Control. So let's just make sure it's over there. Yeah, yes, everything's there. Disc is nice. Couple of fingerprints. Yeah, that is nice. The manual's nice. How much did I pay for this? I think it was 89. It was either 79 or 89. I think it might have been £89. Can't remember. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Ghost Vibration. That was part of my bucket list. So yeah. This one. So as this, oh yeah, comes across that way, looks at it. Yeah, it is right. This is from, I didn't buy it from Limited Run Games, but it's a limited run games. And this one is, oh, it's in a box as well. So it is, let me show you that. Shockman Zero. But I don't think it's from 16-bit games. It's a PAL cartridge. Exclusive limited edition cartridge. So yeah, I paid for this 50 quid. I paid 50 for that. I've got loads of limited run Super Nintendo games. Well, they play on the Super Nintendo. They're not obviously exclusive to Super Nintendo, but they are most of them that I've got up there are made by Limited Run. There's a couple of Lucasfilm games up there as well. In fact, I'm going to leave that sealed. I'm not going to bother opening that, there's no point. I brought it because it was cheap. It was, there was other ones. I mean, this is all sealed. It's a brand new sealed game. So, and there was other examples of pre-owned. Now this one, I sent the guy a message because he had all these free games for sale in one listing, and there was only one game really that I was interested in. So I sent him a message saying, would you be willing? I'll make sure I don't cut again. I sent him a message saying, would you be willing to split them? These are for the, okay, these are for the original Xbox. Yeah, I sent him a message saying, because there was only, right, so I'll show you what I got first. Right, so that one there, obviously that's brand new and sealed. It's never been opened. Quite a rare game, Ultra Buster Move. It's quite hard to find. And that was the one I wanted. But he also had these listed with it, Freedom Fighters. Let me just see if yeah, it's complete with manual. So yeah, Freedom Fighters, jacked. Complete manual. It did say it was complete. So I sent him a message saying how much just for the Buster Move game, because I think he had all three. He wanted 60 quid for all three. So I said, would you be willing to split and how much? At first he said no. So I left it. A couple of hours later, he sent me a message saying, if I split them, I'd want 60 quid for Buster Move. So I thought, okay. I says, yeah, but you got all three of them listed for 60 quid. So you're not taking any money off. And yeah, I'm getting one game for the price of three. And he sent me a message back saying, yeah, but you only want the one game. You don't want the other two. So in the end, I agreed. I was like, yeah. 60 quid. So anyway, after I sent that email, I looked through my book, because I've got every game I've got written down, and I realised I didn't have those two anyway. So I thought, right back to him. So I said to him, I've just looked, and the two games that I didn't want, I now want because I haven't got them. So he sent me a message back saying I'll have to add another tenner on. And I was thinking, hang on a minute, you didn't knock a tenner off. You wanted 60 quid for all three. And then you told me, this is what I wrote to him as well. I says, then you told me you wanted 60 quid for this one. I says, now you're saying you'd add a tenner on because I want all three of them again. And he wrote back saying, yeah, it'd be 70 quid. So I was like, no. So I wrote back to him. I says, right. I says, don't alter anything. Leave it listed as you've got it, 60 quid for all the three games, and I'll pay the £60. I never heard from him after that. So I thought, I wonder if he has. So I went back on eBay and I looked, and yeah, all three of them were still there for 60 quid. And I'm thinking, the cheeky git tried to get another tenner out of me. Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, that's the one I wanted the most. That's the hardest one to find. So anyway, the most important one, which is this one, which Tooty sent me. There you go. So a massive shout out to Tooty. And the reason he sent me this is because the last video I did, I showed that I managed to get a soccer kid manual and disc, but it's manual and disc only. And Tooty UK, Stuart, he owns that game. So he said to me, he says he got his mate Rob, he's done obviously the prints, these are prints, and these are perfect, I think, they're brilliant. So I'm going to get these. I have to be a bit careful with these. I should be able to get that out. Yeah. You have to like, when you take these out, you have to kind of like tease them. So, because you don't want to snap. You don't want to snap anything. So let's put these. There's a back cover from good card as well. It's a nice card. So just make sure I get this the right way around. Yeah. Let's get that in. Make sure that closes before. Yeah, that's fine. Right, so, and then look there, and then put the disc back in. Also, like I said, I've got the manual for it. Oh wow, yeah, look at that. Check that out, guys. That is absolutely perfect. It's complete now. Soccer kid complete. Yeah, well happy with that. That'll sit nicely on my shelf now. Yeah, I'm not bothered about it being a genuine cover, but to me that looks minty fresh. It looks really nice. Nothing wrong with that. I'm happy to have that on my shelf. So yeah, just going to come back round there, spin the camera around. Oh. I have to be careful when I stand up as well, because so yeah, that is games that I bought since the last videos I did. So I think I'm going to leave it there. Just want to thank everybody in the comments. Everybody's been nice. Everybody's like I said, my confidence has been knocked a little bit. I had thoughts of doing a video and just being totally breathless, and it didn't look good, it wouldn't look good. So, but obviously I appreciate this is all part of my recovery period, which they did say can be 3 to 6 months. I've only been out of hospital for 4 weeks. So, it's probably going to be another 2 weeks now before I do another video. Because if I can get, because obviously before all this happened, I was limited anyway, but nowhere near nowhere near what I am now. So I'm hoping I can at least try and get near to the standard that I was before this. The medication I'm on as well, loads of medication, which messes with. I get dry mouth all the time. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna end it there. I've got a therapist coming out on Monday. So I don't know what that's about. We'll see. So yeah, it's like I say, it's probably going to be another couple of weeks. And once again, thank you, Stuart, mate. Brilliant. Yeah, really appreciate that. So guys, Tooty UK, check his channel out. The guy does a brilliant rant. Absolutely fantastic. And he's a down-to-earth guy as well. He's not one of these, thinks he's in a BBC studio. He's nothing like that. He's a down-to-earth guy just like me. It is what it is. He says it like it is. So yeah, I'm well happy with that game now. Now it's complete. Anyway guys, I'm going to leave it there. And I shall see you all later.